Hi, I'm Kristen Avila. I've been a lamplighter since 2015. I am a dance captain, choreographer, and the facilitator of our EDI committee.
My name is Ari Singer, and I joined the company in 2002. I had been recommended by a friend in college that I should run off and join the best Gilbert and Sullivan company in the world in San Francisco, and so I did.
I'm Jonathan Spencer. I'm on the staff at Lamplighters Music Theater as the property supervisor for the past 2 years or so.
Hi, my name is Rose Frazier, and I have been singing with Lamplighters Music Theater since 2006.
My name is Sam Rabinowitz, and I sing and act with Lamplighters and have done so since 2013.
Hello, my name is Miriam Lewis, and I am a frequent costumer and sometimes costume designer at Lamplighters.
My name is Elizabeth Reeves, and I have been a stage manager and props designer for the Lamplighters Music Theater. I am currently the production manager for LMT Multimedia.
Gilbert and Sullivan to me has been a part of my life since I was a young boy. I had it extensively in grade school, the entire canon. And so when I was moving into my adult phase of my life, I sought out a place for working on that wonderful canon, and I ended up at Lamplighters.
Lamplighters is important to me because when I was learning how to stage manage, they gave a chance to a small town girl, and I learned how on the job to be a stage manager.
Lamplighters is incredibly important to me for a number of different reasons. The first and foremost is that it is opportunity for not only myself when I first moved to the Bay Area, but for all young and upcoming actors and singers to really explore a genre amidst the opera, operetta, and musical theater, classical musical theater world.
Lamplighters is important to me because it's a place that I can go to really stretch and challenge myself and know that I will be working with people who are all the best at what they do.
Lamplighters is really important to me because Gilbert and Sullivan has been a part of my life since I was growing up in Boulder, Colorado, and going to see the Gilbert and Sullivan performances that they were putting on every year. And I've always loved the music, I've always loved the art, I've always loved the storytelling and the storytelling through the music.
I understand that not everybody thinks it's relevant for today, but looking at the events of the day and applying a little bit of a skewer to them is what Gilbert did, and I think it's what needs to happen now.
I love Gilbert and Sullivan because it really is the foundation for modern musical theater as we know it, and is some of the most joyous music I've ever gotten to sing. And it's really, really important that it continues. I think it's an incredibly valuable part of performance and theater and opera, and the theater landscape as we know it would not exist without them.
The performing arts are essential during the time of COVID.
2020 presented arts organizations with an immense challenge.
There's this great meme, which is, what is Earth without art? It's and it's so true.
We were really afraid that we were going to lose our company this year. It was a real possibility.
The performing arts is what transforms our daily lives and helps us experience joy and sorrow and all of the emotions in between.
It's a voice crying out into the wilderness. We are so alone or just with a few people, and it connects us together.
When we are feeling so alone and isolated, we need to see the stories of other people. We need to see ourselves reflected in the art that we make and in the art that other people makes, because it helps us not feel alone.
Lamplighters has been so important during this time of COVID because their live streams give us something to look forward to every month. They're the best at what they do with GNS, and we want to make sure that audiences in the future can get to continue to enjoy their wonderful work.
In my new role as the production manager for LMT Multimedia, we've had several challenges, both in learning a new craft and finding ways to adapt the art that we had perfected over the years for a new medium.
Every person who has subscribed on Patreon, who has watched videos on YouTube, who has donated out of the goodness of their heart because they came to shows as a kid, or because they, even from far away, people have shown their love and support for this company.
Thank you so much to our supporters for keeping us going. You mean so much to us, and we could not get through all of this without you.
To the patrons, I thank them for their ongoing support of this company that means so much to me. As a little girl, I really did dream about running away and joining a Gilbert and Sullivan company, and I have found my home within the Lamplighters, and it would not be there but for our patrons.
Thank you all so much. We need to keep it up going into 2021 because COVID is still a danger. We cannot perform safely yet, and we want to continue producing material for you to enjoy, for us to enjoy working on, so that we can come back strong. We're not there yet.
Well, I really want to say that our donors stepped up when it really mattered earlier this year in 2020. It was incredible how the response was and how much they showed their love.
I cannot more deeply and humbly thank all of our patrons, all of our supporters this year, who are helping us bridge an incredibly difficult time, but who are also providing the foundation for us to come out of this COVID-19 crisis stronger, more excited, more exciting than ever before.
We have to remember, and what I thank you so much for remembering, is that real people make this art. It doesn't mean anything if there's not an audience. So we make this together. We can't do it without you. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support.